Nityananda, thank you so much for tuning in. So I have another one of my most amazing, beautiful Guru Behens with me, my spiritual sisters that is living with me and living with us here in Bengaluru Adinam.
Which is the most awesomest magical place ever called Nityananda.
Yes, so the home place of our beloved Guru, Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda. So I wanted to interview one of my most favorite sisters because as I was sharing in a previous video, we have so many people from all different walks of life here that have either taken sannyas or are living here as Adinavasis, and it just makes the journey so much more juicy and fun. And obviously we're here as a support for each other whenever we get stuck or whenever we feel that we need some kind of like a boost or just even a laugh. So I wanted Ma Nitya Dvaita Rajitananda to just introduce herself and maybe just share like what you were doing before you came here, like what inspired you. Did you have any breakthrough from like attending Swamiji's
Oh, I
programs?
had a breakthrough. I was like a rock, and he just. My name is Manitya Dvaita Varjitananda. Short form is Dvaita Varjita. Yeah, that's the shortest it could get. I'm from Malaysia and I'm 23. And when I came to Swamiji, I already had my degree and I was in the midst of doing my master's, and I was like majoring into finance because in the corporate world at that time when I was doing it, the thing was finance, like making sure that you were like so-called very well versed. And I was like looking out for exams like CFA, CPA, because I was like, I'm not going to suffer in accounting. I cannot sit knowing that I have to like literally counting tables forever. I already hate the normal Excel spreadsheet. Now you're gonna put like actual tables in front. No, even though I know like in future, but I was thinking more of a strategic, the CEOs that just looks at stuff and not the actual one that like counterbalances it, because today we have so many softwares. So anyways, I was going through that route of life, and it's not like I had any type of sufferings in my life in terms of getting what I want and the support. I always had really great support in terms of even if I was like not excelling in my school or subject. I came from a family and a Purnashram, my biological dad, where he would put me into more practical things. Like it would like he'll send me to workshops where I would actually go and learn the actual practical thing that they would do in the company other than theoretically learning it. But at the end of the day, I'm not even using a single ounce of it here. It's like when I came here, whatever MBA you pay, honestly, even in the top universities, I came here and it feels like I took 10,000 MBAs because the level of responsibility and involvement you have here, especially with the principles of 4 tattvas, which is integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, and causing, it takes you up to the next level. And not only that, every single thing you do over here, it's all about like internalization. Like if something is not happening, it's not because of others, it's not because of a technique, it's because it's your space. It like I feel like at 23, I would have never thought. Would you have thought like that when you're outside? Like when something doesn't work out, you probably punch it in the face. I'm not going to work on you.
You get so frustrated with life. You're frustrated with everything outside of you except for looking in and seeing, how am I the manifester or creator of this reality?
You don't go to the core. Like what Swamiji says, you always focus on the emotion, but you're not focusing on the machine generating the emotion. When you focus on the machine generating the emotion, you'll realize you're not half bad, and you actually want to find out more about you. When Swamiji explained the very core of us, we realized that we missed a spark in us we used to have before. We missed a spark in us, like how you see kids going and ice cream, playground. Like even though we have that in us, somewhere we feel like it's not safe to be authentic and raw. And even if so, we don't know how to. That's why Guru is so important in your life, because when especially Swamiji, he knows how to talk into the listening of the youth. I have never seen the amount of youth that is here taking Bhautika Brahmachari like me and her, and Puna Sannyas like Nityananda order. They are coming in left, right, center, and they are all educated. They are all coming from various like walks of, not only walks of life, they come from really like prestige universities. where they were doing something, climbing the corporate ladder. They already had such a successful business, and they just dropped everything and came here. Just like me, I ran. The minute I saw Swamiji, I was like, Swamiji, you're my visionary. Oh my gosh, I can't live without you. And I just fell in his arms. And the only thing I got is just showering.
And that's the thing, once we taste that true fulfillment, it's one thing to be chasing outer worldly success, or like she was saying, fame or popularity, whatever it is that it might be driving us, money, anything external to us will never give us the that fulfillment that is there within us already. So we're constantly chasing something that's inside of us, and once you taste that, once you experience that, then there's no going back.
And one thing Swamiji said is that when you come here, don't worry anything with your to do with your basic necessities. But that doesn't mean you have to be lazy. When we live in a minimalistic life, like literally he gives us everything. He gives us the best food. Like we literally always have a spread of buffet. Like it's not even a joke. A spread of buffet, like 7 different courses, meal courses, and we eat like 4 times a day. And
Yeah, Sattvic diet is amazing, and so many other things.
no, really, I lost like almost 10 kgs being here, like, and I didn't do nothing. And not only that, he's giving us all basic necessities. He's giving us all, and not only he's taking so good care of us. How many of you know that your water is fluoridated? Over here, he makes it like a rule, like you have. Like not even a rule, it's like against human nature to drink fluoridation water. He makes sure that every single corner in this whole arinam is like fluoridated free, just so that we can really without the toxin in our system, we really express our true self, you know, not the self that's like poisoned with pills and all that stuff. Don't you think that's amazing care?
I think it's amazing care. He absolutely does give us the absolute best that we need on this journey towards enlightenment.
And because of that, we are always empowered to learn new things, and we're not afraid. Over here, the ambience is we are never afraid to fail, because there's no such thing as fail. Swamiji always says never concentrate on the end result, concentrate on the blissfulness, the happiness of the space you have when you're doing it, because that's what's going to make it happen, not the end result, how the outside world teaches us and all that stuff.
Correct. Okay, thank you so much, Ma, for sharing. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to share them, and I'll absolutely get back to you. And I look forward to sharing with you all again soon. Thank you so much, Ma Nitya.
Thank you for having me in your channel.
Thank you, Ma. Nityananda.
Nityanandam.